Nymphing is an excellent presentation option, especially if other techniques such as dry flies aren't working. On today's show, we focused on the short line techniques associated with the Czech and Polish methods. A team of flies is cast, or perhaps more accurately lobbed, upstream. As the flies sink and begin to drift, the rod is held parallel to the water surface, so the rod tip leads and pulls the flies slightly as you target likely looking water. Look for a 45-degree angle on the leader from the rod tip to the sighter. There is no slack in the leader and the rod is swept parallel to the water. This method is not a high sticking type of presentation. Long rods with forgiving tips work best, allowing you to safely extend your reach and cushion leader and tippets during the strike. Fly depth can be adjusted by simply raising or lowering the rod tip. The goal, in most instances, is to have your flies tumbling just above the bottom. As you are tight to the flies, any takes are felt or seen as the coiled sighter expands. All that is needed to set the hook is a sharp rod raise. At the end of the presentation, make a crisp horizontal wrist flick. The wrist flick helps load the rod for the next cast and potentially sets the hook in any fish that may have turned downstream to take one of the flies. So, the grayling aren't taking the dries right now. It's gone very cool. They're probably dropping into deeper runs. So I put on a European nymphing rig. In my first drift, I have double hooked 2 grayling on a prince nymph and a small scud. Not the biggest grayling, but certainly a promising start. So we'll just let them settle down here and I'll unbutton them, show you these beautiful fish, and talk a little bit about how I got them. So that one ate a little caddis larva. Just get all the rigging out of him. Beautiful little grayling right there. We'll let him go. Off he goes, and then we'll take his smaller that ate the prince nymph on the bottom. Whoops. And again, beautiful Arctic grayling. Hearne Lake Lodge has just so much to offer in the way of fish. Wow.